Hello and welcome to the Femina and Grazia Fashion First virtual fashion event. I'm Ruchika Mehta, the editor of Femina magazine, and today we are chatting with one of the fashion industry's most dynamic, popular, and sought after fashion designer, Manish Malhotra, who also happens to be one of my all-time favorites and a dear friends. Hi, Manish.
Thank you so much, Ruchika. Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Very well. Lovely to see you again and welcome to the platform. Thank you for taking time out. I know
Thank
you've
you.
been,
Lots of love from the Four Seasons of Dubai, the
oh
Four
my
Seasons
God.
Hotel in Dubai.
So you're
And
in exotic
we made it
surroundings.
so,
Amazing,
yes.
amazing. You're in some exotic surroundings. Lovely. Thank you so much for taking time out. I know you must be in the middle of your hectic schedule and the ants in the pants that you always have. You would never be sitting for a minute even there.
Today was an entire day for this new show that I'm doing, Mintra Fashion Superstar, where I'm coming as a judge. So there was an entire media interaction the entire day.
Oh,
But for Ruchika
fabulous.
Mehta, there's never a no, right?
Drew,
I said,
my
you asked
God.
me to do it, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you. That's why I love you even more all the time. Thank you. Thank you. So, Manish, this today, this whole carnival is going to be incomplete without touching fashion in the film industry, in entertainment. And they can only be you who has so much to say about it because we have to introduce you as the first formal fashion designer to have introduced fashion in the film industry, in the entertainment industry. You've been the pioneer. We've had costume designers in the past, but we really haven't had a hardcore or a regular fashion designer introducing fashion. So, Manish, tell us, how did you venture into designing for the film industry?
So as far as I can remember, so from like my mother says that even at the age of 5, I told my tuition teacher that your sandals are not matching your outfit. So the interest of in clothes and in saris and in color was from the age of 5.
Wow.
And I was a huge fan of Hindi films, and I'm very grateful to my parents who also encouraged it or let me be. I think
Right.
my entire, I think from the age of 5 to 15, watching films, being in a film theater, watching every outfit, song, music, color, clothes, embroidery, all of it. And when school, then I started painting. I started sketching really well. When I when I came into college, I was modeling, and at that time, I thought that no, I don't want to be an actor. I want to be a film director, or I want to get into clothes. I want to do something different in films because so films has had great filmmakers, Mehboob Khan, K.
Absolutely.
Asif, V. Shantaram, Saurabh Modi, Guru Dutt, Raj Kapoor, Dev Anand, great
Right.
actors who've had a lot of fashion influence, filmmakers like Yash Chopra, Raj Kapoor, Shekhar Kapoor, very good idea on clothes and fashion. Bhanu Attaya is a great costume designer. But the late 80s saw decline of,
Yes.
like it got into a very frilly, sequency mold, not aesthetic. That's when I wanted to get that whole 60s influence back of color blocks, of muted colors, or either lovely, energetic colors. I wanted to work on a concept of look. So with that mission, literally, with that love, I came into the industry and I said, no, I want to do films. It was a tough one, Ruchika, because
Yeah.
उस वक्त ऐसे था कि film has the actress has to look pretty,
Yeah.
she has to look glamorous.
Yeah.
आप questions क्यों पूछ रहे हो? What is the question? Why are you asking about a character? And I would want to know कि कुछ बताओ. What is the role? What is she playing? Then I would tell heroines कि in one scene your hair is so short, next scene your hair is very long. You're wearing a Western outfit, so you're bob cut. A second Indian outfit or big choti. How does
How
that
can it,
happen?
how does
So,
it good?
I work on that concept of look and getting in styling. Now, not that I was being paid extra for it. I was working extra hours, very interested in what is this girl? Because I feel all of us have a certain comfort in certain dressing,
Right.
which becomes us. There's a certain characteristic. You might like your hair to be in a certain way. I might like my hair to be in a certain way. You might like red lipstick. I might like a black shirt only. You know what I mean? So we all have
Right.
that. I would then say, okay, you are that girl who wears these kind of clothes. And I would work on it because I was so interested. And 30 years have passed by. I mean, from Rekha Sridevi to Janvi, Sarah, Kiara,
Right.
Ananya,
All your
Alia.
girls. Yeah.
So, I mean, it just, I think that for the fact that you can be relevant for 30 years and continue working, there can be just no more reward or money that can replace that, because that gratitude that I have to the universe and to everything, because to be consistently so busy just streams of love that I've had. And I
Absolutely.
went for it. I used to argue. I used to say, no, we must do it nicely. We must win. I will make it. If you don't like it, I will change it. I will work overnight. So it's only been work, work, and work for me.
Amazing. In fact, I can imagine, if I know you, how hardworking you are, I can imagine how much of a slog you must have been out there. So, Manish, they must, tell us about the transition from costumes to designed clothes. There must have been resistance at some point of time, especially from the directors or producers, because costumes is something that the film industry was set. It's like you're shooting a film at a set. It's like you're wearing those typical costumes for film which were being churned by the kilos in factories. It used to be like that. So they must have been, I don't know how receptive or not was the industry to let fashion seep in another proportion.
Well, I think they were very resistant. There was a lot of
That's right.
resistance because they were like, also, I think they looked at a costume designer as somebody who's come to cut them, who's going to charge for something simple a lot of money, who's going
Yeah.
to only listen to the heroine or make free clothes for her. This is what the industry
Right.
was.
Absolutely.
And here I was like, no, but I'm really serious. I love films. And I think Sri Devi saw that spark. When and she came to me with a film called Gumrah. I still remember Karan Johar's father, Yash Johar, calling me up. And I was so excited that Yash Johar has called me up. He was a very renowned producer. And
Right.
he said that, Sri Devi is giving me your number. And I want to send 10,000 rupees advance to you. I need 2 outfits for her. And I was like, somebody's offered me advance. Because उससे पहले कोई advance नहीं पूछता था. And
Good enough if you got your payments out.
and it was really bad, right? So I was like, then Gumrah came to me. That's actually where I met Karan as well, because because I started working with Sridevi. So I think Sridevi had that foresight to go with a young. I was 23 years old,
Right.
and go with a young person with a new storytelling, and that really gave me a nice position. And then, of course, when I started working with younger filmmakers like Dharmesh Darshan for Raja Hindustani, Ram Gopal Verma for Rangila, Aditya Chopra for Dilwale.
Right.
So then it became like a whole lot of young people who've come together to change. And every film became a success. Every film, the clothes became a talking point. And
Wow.
then shifted the entire thing became Switzerland or New York, London, where I was on a
Locations.
flight going to Switzerland and coming back, where heroines were wearing beautiful colors and chiffon saris. Heroes were in trench coats and mufflers. Then became the films in New York. So I started introducing the concept of styling, that one would fly to New York, wherever the film was based, New York or London, shop from there, alter, exchange what's not fitting, recreate it, sit nights and alter it. So did all of that, and
Wow.
that became a norm as well. So I think I just went on relentlessly, and people started seeing my point. The films worked, the looks worked, and till date we talk about them. So they kind of really registered.
Absolutely. In fact, talking about, how you moved with locations, with time and everything, you've designed, like you just said, from Sri Devi to daughter Janvi, from maybe at some point of time for Amrita to Sara today. So you have seen the evolution of fashion in Bollywood over probably from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s and now to the next decade. Manish, what has been your take? I mean, on how has fashion evolved over the years and the sensibilities in Bollywood? Is it very different from a regular day-to-day wear fashion? I mean, or the sensibilities over a period of time?
Well, honestly, I think that at one level nothing changes
Mm-hmm.
because the business is same. It
Mm-hmm.
is about dates. It is about which actor is available. It is about shooting, camera, makeup, location, everything, right? So So certain demand of the business of looking good or being fit or putting out something really beautiful out there never changes. That is what films are.
Right.
However, world evolves, life evolves, things change. I remember being in Los Angeles for a film called Shakti for Sanjay Kapoor and Karishma Kapoor. And I'd gone in the night to watch a film with a friend, Sliver, Sharon Stone's film. And I saw a guy with a big
Yeah.
phone entering. And I was like, what's that? Is it his cordless phone, which he must be living very close by? My friend said, no, no, haven't you heard this thing called mobile phone? So at that time, I never ever thought, okay, there will be a mobile phone and there will be a Zoom chats or a digital chat or on mobile phones we'll be able to see movies. We never thought about that.
We didn't know about the
One
virtual
thing
world.
changes, what people change, life changes, and that change streams into everything. So that
Absolutely.
digital change or that evolvedness has changed into fashion, into films, in everywhere. Yes, films change the way we looked at it. Characters that fashionista in New York, in Kalhona ho, or somebody in London, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, with Jab We Met change into small town. So in
Yeah.
Jab We Met, I introduced that small town girl
Patiala.
who's modern thinking. So she wears a t-shirt with a salwar.
Yeah.
She wears a kurta with a denim jacket or a hoodie.
You brought the
That became a
coolness
complete
in a small
India
town girl. There
in
was
a
a
day-to-day,
cool,
in a
cool.
day-to-day Indian wear, right? So today you wear a salwar and t-shirt, you wear a kurta with a denim jacket. So there's no. You wear a lehenga with a sneaker. So I think that is in our day-to-day life and that is in movies as well. Or sometimes first in movies and it streams into day-to-day life. So एक तरफ से nothing has changed and दूसरी तरफ से a lot of things have changed.
Absolutely. So, talking about change, what do you think of the era of Bhanu Athaiya, the one and only and the strongest, I think one of our most popular fashion costume designers for films? And have you been inspired by her at any point of time? She's no more with us, but she was a legend and she brought designing into the film industry at that point of time.
Well, I think Bhanuji's work has been so beautiful and phenomenal for the fact that she understood a lot of interesting colors. And there was a certain soberness to her work, right? And
Right,
you see,
right.
all the 60s is all Bhanuji's work. And I remember when I did a show at Lakme Fashion Week a couple of years ago, which was the theme was 100 years of cinema. I had
Yes,
iconic Asha Bhosle, Hema Malini, and Bhanu Athaiya,
yes,
because I have been an admirer of all her work. And I think good work, even of filmmakers, actors, designers, anybody, never goes unnoticed. We always feel that, oh, it's not being noticed, but there is a generation, there is a time which will look at that work and, cherish it and celebrate.
wow,
And I think Bhanuji's work is that. And I think what she bought was costumes and beautiful costumes. What I went on to bring was beautiful costumes and styling into it.
and styling,
You know,
styling.
I
I
think
think
that's
that
what I added. And even when I was the first costume designer to introduce styling or talk about characters or ask for a script, then travel with the actors, style their looks there, put it together. I saw the world through films. Then I was the first costume designer to take that big step and go into mainstream. Mainstream fashion designers, my entire colleagues were completely against it. They were like, you are a stylist, you're a costume designer. How can you be a couture? How can you be a part of Fashion Week? And all the moves that were organic with me, which is a showstopper. My first film was I was already working with Urmila. I called all the actors to see the show because I was working with the actors. Because I
absolutely
called them, I was dressing them up. So
right.
a lot of bashing, right? On showstopper, on film stars wearing my clothes, on sequins, glamour, bling. But today, and I took it. I said, no, but it's an organic thing. I can't stop my friendship with somebody. But today, 15 years down the label, when I look back, I've introduced the term showstopper. Every designer in the country today is making film stars wear their clothes.
Absolutely. And making
Everybody
them showstoppers.
showstoppers and making them wear sequins and glamour. So you realize that अगर आपके पास conviction है और आप कुछ करते जाएं and you go on with it, एक time ऐसा आता है where it becomes a norm.
Yeah,
And today,
becomes a
a lot
norm.
of things that I was always an outsider. Today, I'm not only an insider or in a certain bracket, but I've also ended up introducing so many elements. not only in film,
Absolutely.
but even in the fashion world.
Yeah.
So I think the key thing is to just go on
Yeah,
with your.
and I have to compliment you on this, Manish. Not just going on, like you said, there was so much bashing, saying that you're a stylist. How can you participate in a couture? Time says it all. Today, every finale is yours. Every finale is yours, and congratulations on that. That is what
Thank
we
you.
say, the conviction, and that is what you say, that you believed in yourself, and this is how long. This is the long way that you've come. The journey has been immense. Now,
Thank you.
designing for iconic movies like Kal Ho Na Ho, DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, like you said, Jab We Met.
Rangila.
Tell us, yeah, Gumrah, one of those fabulous ones. Tell us about some of your most iconic looks that you still cherish, or some of your favorite looks from any of these movies.
So, actually, it was for me, but another thing that I introduced Ruchika was not about like, there's going to be one costume. It was about the entire look. So I would
That's right.
definitely say Rangila is one film.
Oh, yes, yes, of course,
Rangila, Kabhi,
Mila.
yeah, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. So many films. Um,
And the
I
most famous, it still flashes past your eyes, that Rangila song by Urmila in the beautiful turquoise and
yeah,
pink outfit.
I think from a Desi Girl for Priyanka Chopra to say Jab We Met for Kareena Kapoor to
Yeah,
Alia Bhatt in Student of the Year to so many to Ananya. I mean, it's just that like I said, like you go on
wow.
and constantly trying to work on something new and a new character. And I think you just go. Like say, for example, I love putting up fashion shows together, right? I love
Yeah.
because I
And the
like.
grandeur that you put them up with, there's a grandeur that
But,
comes with it.
but recently, because of the whole change for the closing show at India Couture Week and for the opening show at Lakme Fashion Week, I directed, conceptualized, styled, conceived, put everything together for fashion films. And Ruchika, I can't tell you, I always thought it will only be fashion shows for me, right?
Right.
But today, if you ask me in 2021, how many fashion shows will you have when one things get back together? I said, you know what? If I have to do 8 fashion shows, I will only do 4, because 4 I will make into fashion films. I
Wow.
loved it so much because I felt the models became the characters. It was the characters, the clothes, me, just us. So how life gets you into things that you've never thought earlier, but you realize that, oh my God, I'm enjoying it so much. So somewhere
Yeah.
it satisfied the film part, the direction part, the production part, and it also satisfied the fashion part. And I just loved it. I loved
Yeah.
interacting with the singer, looking out for sound. Abhi Sampa was the singer who's based in
Yes.
London for the first film, and Jasleen Olak from Chandigarh and London was for the second film. So interacting with singers, sound, getting their sound, putting up a whole film together. I mean, I just loved that process. So मैं ये कहने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ that in life we think that this is what we are capable of, this is what we love,
Yeah.
but there comes something else that you enjoy as even taking the business to another level of, and then getting, like verticals like
Right.
Manishulka Beauty or jewelry, and tying up with different partners, or coming up with a collection of Rohaniyat, which I started in 2019. I created a whole archival of old world Persian shawls. I went to Ahmedabad Museum. I went to Jaipur, Udaipur, Delhi. Of course, I keep coming
Wow.
to. Went to the Doha Museum. I thought in 2020 I'd put up a big show because it's my 15th year, and 30 years I'll do this whole new collection based on the Persian Mughal era. And it never happened, right? Because of the lockdown, I couldn't do that.
Right.
And what I ended up doing was making 2 fashion couture films, which I enjoyed as much.
Yeah.
I
Ruhaniyat
think
was outstanding.
all,
Congratulations. And it was really a movie coming to life.
yeah. So
Outstanding.
I think that whole journey of 30 years, starting from films, coming into mainstream, from bashing, from lows to highs, to fashion shows, fashion weeks, and things, I think it's come an entire circle, with
Yes.
Ruhaniyat and with, we, streamlining our collections with Taban and Rohan. Like I'm now feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling calmer. I'm feeling new. And we definitely understand after the lockdown that how there's a lesser requirement today, but it is definitely innovation and quality over quantity now. I think
Absolutely.
that is crucial. And I think that all of us are feeling new. And for me, when I look back from movies, the iconic looks, to now iconic shows, to iconic fashion films. I hope they become iconic with time, but it's just been a very enriching journey.
Absolutely. I mean, if we are to go back, we can spend hours and hours and hours getting anecdotes out of you. And when you say new and energized, I think you also feel very complete today, because you've literally touched every aspect of most of your desires, of from designing to styling to movie production to, and the connect. Manish, I have to compliment you, which everybody comes and says, you connect with what you do, you connect with your clothes, you connect with the people you style, you connect with the people you design from a basic bride coming from probably Kanpur to Janvi Kapoor who you're styling in a movie. So it's all about that connect which you're known for, which we have to say. So that is, a huge, huge plus about you.
I think correction always happens because we put our heart into it. And एक बात जो आपने कही कि I'm very, very complete. No, you're never complete. I want to do a lot more things. I want to learn a lot more from changing time, from the youngsters, from the young minds. So I think learning is just a process and a part of our journey for always.
Definitely. So, Manish, tell us, have you designed a very period clothes? And if you have for movies, how is it designing for a period costumes to a regular commercial love story? Period costumes are.
Well, I was working in a film called Takht for Karan Johar. It's based on a Mughal era. We are going to start the film, I think, in 2022. Now it was supposed to start this year. So we worked a lot on it, but it's going to start now much later because of all the lockdown and the change of, this thing. So that would have been my film to launch in period, but I'm not otherwise done anything period. But I think what I realized in that working on the film was that what is good about period is that it's very specific. There's a certain research that you get, and you kind of have a very clear path on the journey that you want to go ahead.
Right.
Whereas when you're dressing, when you're looking at modern, or when you're looking on a day-to-day character, then you have to build a character. Like I used to build a character, like what is this person? What are the clothes this person would wear? What would they be their likes? What kind of makeup? What kind of hair? But in a period-centric film, you do have references. Like I'm starting a period film now for Rohit Shetty as well, which is based on in 1960s. But whether it's a Mughal era, whether it is an era of the 70s or 60s, there's a set what should I say, a set look that there is which you research and follow, right? You can't change.
But recreation is, it's not that easy, recreation. I mean, there's a lot that goes into recreation.
And it's so much fun. It's so lovely. I just hope I get another film, which I can do soon.
Great. So Manish, just to kind of wind this up, you said you're not complete and you have so much more to do. What's next? You've literally transcended into literally so much in every phase. What's next for Manish Malhotra?
I think how I see myself today, I think I see myself as somebody who's clearer, who's ready to do certain things and absolutely not ready to do certain things. For me today, less is more, quality over quantity. There is going to be a lot of emphasis on newness. And a lot of things that I personally want to do and enjoy that process. And I'm not really looking to have multiple 100 stores. I'm happy with the stores that I have. I want to, in fact, convert them to almost my drawing room spaces, where you come into my house. I think I want to make everything that I do a lot more personal. It's a lot more personal over professional. It's a lot more, when I say personal over professional, I mean in the work. I want to, earlier we were running, right? Today, I'm digitally connecting to Ruchika Mehta, who's in Delhi. I'm in Dubai, to a bridegroom. We're having so many meetings.
Right.
I think today we're digitally connected. And I'm also giving you time to not endlessly run, but use that time for innovation. And I definitely want to do that. And whether it's technology, whether it is sustainability, whether it is to get the limelight on artisans, support them, get the dying crafts out even more. I think my journey from now on is going to be a lot of all of that.
That's fabulous. We are so happy to hear that. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We spoke to the superstar Manish Malhotra, the superstar designer, and we are waiting for the superstar. We are waiting to see the superstar when you finish shooting for it. Thank you, Manish. Thank you for taking
Thank you so
time
much.
out.
Thank you,
Enjoy
guys. Thank
Dubai.
you,
We
everybody.
love you. See you
Thank
soon.
you. Love you
Thank
too.
you. Stay safe.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Bye.
dear.
Thank you
Bye.
for your time. Bye.